Welcome back to the Zelda Trilogy. This is Season 1, Episode 7. Today, we conquered the Zora. Just for reference, I'm recording this voiceover almost a year after the footage was recorded, so bear with me. Like Episode 6, the audio for the majority of the episode was messed up. Only the game audio was recorded, and the microphone was so quiet, and they were tied to the same track, so I was not able to record my own audio. I'm not able to use my own audio. Um, I'm going to be time-lapsing the majority of the episode and then giving a voiceover to explain what's happening. So right now, we've gone to Gerudo Town to get the snow boots from the NPC that stands outside there, and sets us off on the 7 Herobon quest later. The first goal is to get to the top of Akala Tower. So, right now what I'm doing is I'm testing the snow boots, but I'm also looking for stamella shrooms so that I can cook stamina food so I can fly from Akala Tower to the top of the Linear Mountain. Because if you don't know, Akala Tower sits on top of the Akala Citadel. It's one of the highest towers in the game, and it's right next to the Linear Great Spring, which is the wall that surrounds Zora's domain. And because it's always raining in Zora's domain, it's pretty much impossible to climb up. So, but my idea was if I can fly from Akala Citadel and then climb as much as I can before the rain starts and use stamina food, I should theoretically be able to get to the top of the Linear Great Spring without having to go through the long Zora's Domain entry quest. So, currently what I'm doing is I'm fooling around, but I'm also at the Great Plateau collecting stamella shrooms. And in case my voice sounds funky, that's because I'm feeling a little under the weather right now as I'm recording this video. So this footage was recorded at the beginning of February of 2024. This video is being recorded on New Year's Day of 2025. I have all of my Season 1 footage recorded. I just need to edit it down. So I'm not really looking to hire an editor yet because this operation isn't large enough and I want to gain the skills. But that's the plan, is to get more videos edited. I don't realize just how much time I spent on in this area. So I then warped around to several places trying to cook, the first of which was Hateno Village. But Hateno it was raining and there was no fire for me to light the cooking pot. So I ended up trying a couple other places. So I went to the inn to try and sleep the rain away. worked on a couple quests. By that I mean I talked to a few NPCs. I then tried to get the Great Plateau again because I know the old Mantas has a pot. And then made my first attempt at cooking food and making the flight. This portion is sped up 4 times speed, so that just goes to tell you how long each of these attempts took. So the first strategy was climb as far as I can before the rain kicks in. But in the first slip, it took the entire time, so I had to reload a save to get my food back, which backfired because it meant I had to recook. This time I decided to try getting some speed food so that I could. This time I tried to get some speed food so that I would fly faster and climb faster. And I also went for smaller increments of stamina food. One key point to note is I kept forgetting to save on top of the tower. So I kept having to recook my food for each attempt. I used 1 stamina food midair this time. And I jumped. This time I tried to regain stamina on that spot, but ultimately fell because of the rain and reloaded my save. I fell off the tower once, so I had to reload my save, which I actually made on top of the tower this time. And this attempt was successful. So I then goofed around on top of the linear Great Spring for a little while. Just exploring because I've never been up here. And this was one of those spots that you never see in like Zelda videos because it's so random and obscure. So I was just exploring. Took a picture of that rainbow. And then I made the foolish mistake of trying to kill this Lionel. Spent a lot of time menuing. Two deaths taught me my lesson. And then flew down into Zora's domain. And I landed in the cutscene. I'm gonna leave this cutscene in, but sped up. Got the Zora armor. The next thing that happened is I went and I talked to this Zora about shock arrows. I already knew that I needed shock arrows, but I talked to this NPC anyway. And then climbed back to the top of the Linear Great Springs to look for the Zora helm, because I got a tip from a friend that it was in this region. Now I didn't find it at the time because I was not looking hard enough. But I spent some time on that. And then mess with that monster camp and shield surfed away. Grabbed a couple shockers from the Lionel area without getting shot. And then messed around looking for some chests below the domain. I got a couple of arrows from these chests. Not really worth the time. I looked at all the shops. And then before I went into the shrine.